Greetings from Snake Mountain Boatworks on Sunday, March 7, 2021. How's that for a little transformation, huh? This is our 1941 19-foot Chris Craft Barrelback stained with Lowboats jel'd stain from Michael Mayer, Lake Oswego Boat Company in Oregon. This is pre-war Chris Craft, an exact match of the stain that Chris Craft originally used on this boat. I wouldn't have guessed how much surface area there is on this runabout. Joe and I applied, and then, just in case we were not having enough fun, I left the rest to Joe, and he finished the job, and a wonderful, wonderful outcome he produced. She is sanded to 80 grit. No, we don't go finer. Go finer and you get a lousy job. You have to have some teeth in the wood for the stain and then the finishes. What's next? Well, what's next is that tomorrow morning, the covering boards, these two, will be stained Mike Mayer's dark covering board stain for pre-war Chris Crafts. I imagine it could be used on other pre-war boats as well, maybe even post-war boats, but it is certainly correct for this. So we will mask the decks, the top sides, and the transom, the bridge between the two cockpits will all be masked off with frog tape. We use only frog tape. It's not just a sales gimmick that it's this hideous, bilious green. We use it because it works. It sticks. And then when you lift it, the tape comes off, but it doesn't take anything with it. Just excellent results. So tomorrow morning we will stain the covering boards, remove the tape, and let that cure. Once it has, probably Wednesday or so, we begin the next step. The next step is applying Smiths, not the cheap, fake alternatives. Smiths. Spend the money, get a good job. Don't spend the money, you get garbage. You'll hate it. Promise you. I promise you. We tried it. Oh my God. Thank God that we're trying it on test planks. So the CPES will go on. We'll apply 4 coats eventually, but the first 2 coats, as always, are applied immediately, one after the other, per Don Danenberg. So that will be the decks, the covering boards, the transom, and the top sides. We'll let those 2 coats cure overnight. Next morning, the 3rd coat goes on, and then late that afternoon, the final coat. So you know what that means. Once that CPES has cured, and you really want to be patient. I've had a number of people complain, God, I put the CPES on, and I started pulling stain up. Let the stain cure. This to the touch now appears absolutely dry. All right, who would think you could ever lift any of that? Well, it's much less of a problem with Mike Mayer's jel'd stain than it is with Interlux's penetrating stain. Still, we let these stains cure, maybe even beyond a reasonable doubt, but that's okay. The CPES seals everything and is an incredibly powerful primer for varnish or paint. Varnish and paint adhere to CPES treated wood tenaciously. So once the CPES is on, we will get into our fireproof cabinets, bring out Pettit's amber varnish, High-Build, and we'll begin varnishing. I would guess by the time we get to 20 or 24 coats, we will have consumed, easily a couple gallons of varnish. Untold numbers of foamies, because we roll and tip everything. But what a transformation. If you go back, check out the playlist for this boat, and I'm fighting with YouTube. It still says 1942 Chris Craft Barrelback. I have changed it, and YouTube has a mind of its own sometime. But all the videos are there from the beginning till now. Well, this one's obviously not there yet, but will be shortly. Take a look at her as she arrived, and then take a look at her as she presents herself today at the staining mini milestone. We don't hit the staining milestone until the covering boards are done. So that's our staining update on Sunday, March 7, 2021. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now from Snake Mountain Boatworks.